When we look at the servant in this final song, we are going to see him high and lifted up. We're going to see him exalted. It is the glory of God seen most clearly of all of God's deeds. And yet it is a scene that is shocking because it looks like utter devastation. Listen to 14. Just as many were astonished at you, my people, so his appearance was marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. So in this song, we're seeing the foreshadowing of the cross. We see Christ on the cross, and the servant is so marred, he's almost unrecognizable. Now, after that command to look, and the scene is the marred man, the marred servant, and we know that that's the cross, what we find then in chapter 53 is that this message that the prophet brings is not believed. People are not interested. And when they see the Messiah come, they don't see anything special about him. Listen to verse 2 of chapter 53. For he grew up before him like a tender shoot, and like a root out of parched ground. He has no stately form or majesty that we should look upon him, nor appearance that we should be attracted to him. There wasn't anything outwardly about the God-man that made you notice that there is something extraordinary. Verse 3, he was despised and forsaken of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And like one from whom men hid their face, he was despised, and we did not esteem him. Just look at those words. He was despised, he was forsaken, he was shunned, we did not esteem him. In the original language, did not esteem him literally means we calculated his net worth at 0. There just isn't anything about him that interests us. Now, you might be shocked at that, and we're meant to feel the shock. The prophet is amazed. Who has believed our message, he says to God. But really, knowing yourself, do you not see yourself in there? If you are a real follower of Christ, do you not see how you used to be? How often you heard the account of Christ and his great redemptive labors. How often in front of your eyes, the beauties and the perfections of God and humanity united were painted and explained, and you were bored. You know, I remember as a kid counting the lights in the ceiling of a church, or looking at the bulletin and trying to find how many vowels were in a sentence. We have no interest in Christ until God opens our eyes. Paul talks about it in Romans 3. Nobody understands, he says. Nobody seeks. Nobody obeys. It's not that we're not religious, but when it comes to the true Jesus Christ, we're not interested. We really do appreciate being able to interact with you through the comments. So if you have questions or just comments you'd like to leave them below, and we'll get back to them as we have a chance.